Hi guys, welcome to Improved Garage. So today I'm going to be doing a very simple video on replacing damaged swisstrax tiles. Mostly doing this because I want to test out a new lens and a new microphone that I'm using for my camera today. So occasionally, these are swisstrax tiles. They're 3/4 of an inch thick. They are 16 by 16, or actually 15 3/4 by 15 3/4, and they interlock. So I've done a bunch of videos on the installation. If you have any questions about that, just look at my channel. There's a whole bunch of other videos on the swisstrax install. It's very easy to do. So occasionally you might ruin one of these. And ways that I have ruined them in the past, I have ruined them by using a floor jack. I have ruined them by putting a heat gun down on them. I've ruined them a variety of ways. Generally, if you're careful, it takes quite a bit to ruin one, but I've done it, I don't know. I've probably ruined 20 tiles in 2 years, which isn't a ton. I have a couple hundred tiles here. So I want to show you how you would go about replacing a messed up tile if you had one that was ruined. So this is what a ruined tile might look like. So you could see if I hold it at an angle here, see this divot right here? That's from the wheel of a floor jack without anything underneath it. You don't need to put much under it. I have it's like a 1/16 inch thick sheet of metal. And if I put that under the floor jack, it rolls just fine, doesn't ruin the tiles, everything's cool. If I don't, this is what happens. And a couple of them have been ruined by my kids. Some of them have been ruined by me. Sometimes I'm just being hasty or lazy and I end up ruining a tile. So here's how you want to do it. This is a paint can opener. This is like the default paint can opener that you get when you buy paint from Lowe's or Ace or whoever. It's just a standard hook you put your finger through. So you stick that through the edge. It's important to know how your tiles are run. So in my case, they're run like this. These are the two flats and these are the two circles. And you want to go in between the two flat sides. So pick up like this, snap a little bit more than the tile that you're replacing, pop it out, grab a new one, pop it in, snap it into place. I'm also going to replace this tile, and I'm going to do these two, because these two have cut marks on them from a knife. So I'll do this one. Pull that one out, put this one in. So a lot of people comment on the swisstrax when they come over to my house. They have questions about them. I really like my swisstrax. I would honestly recommend them for just about anybody. If you live in the northeast part of the country and you see a lot of weather, that might be the only circumstance where they're not, I don't know, they could be for you and they could not be for you. I could see arguments both ways. You're going to end up with a bunch of mess on top of and underneath the tile. But like you can see, you know, this is all underneath this tile. And the tile's fine, it's clean, it's good. So normally once a year, I'll pop a section of tiles out, just unsnap a whole section, pull them out in the driveway and spray them off. But I like walking on them. I like how they look. I like kneeling on them. Is a lot better than kneeling on concrete. I like that if you do make a mess, you can just keep working. So like I dropped an automatic transmission pan at one point when I was doing an engine replacement and dumped ATF fluid all over my tiles. It just kind of went down below them and I wiped them all off and just kept going. Cleaned it up later. So that's kind of nice. I mean, I think that they work really, really well. Now you can see these are a different color. They'll be a different color for maybe a month, and then they'll all look the same. It doesn't take long for them to all end up the same shade of gray. I've replaced other tiles before in the past. But in my opinion, these are a great option. I did epoxy floor in here and in a previous house, and both of those failed. I know that there are epoxy floors that don't fail. It just doesn't seem to be a 100% guaranteed way to make that happen. Everybody says it's all in the prep. I did the acid, I did the grinding, I did all of the stuff that you're supposed to do and still had the epoxy fail. There might be people that post that you've had epoxy floors for a long time and they've worked out really well, and I'm very happy for you. I like these for walking on, I like them for kneeling on, I like how clean they keep the garage. I like washing on them. You know, when you're washing on them, the water drains underneath and it kind of runs out the door, and you don't have to worry about the water pooling up on your floor getting slick. Like epoxy floors do get very slick when they're covered with water. They're a similar cost to epoxy, and you can make the argument that like, oh yeah, you just replaced a couple tiles. Like, so I bought 6 tiles to replace a handful of tiles, and 6 tiles are like, I don't know, 45 bucks or something like that. But with an epoxy floor, when you have a tire that picks up a section of the floor, you can't just fix that section. You have to fix the entire floor. So, you know, one of the nice things about these plastic tile floors is that you can replace just a section. And as far as these old tiles are concerned, I won't throw these away. What I end up using these for is like my shed. So I have an 8x10 shed outside that doesn't have any swisstrax. As I replace tiles, I just kind of save the spares, and eventually I'll have enough to do a large portion of that. Maybe I'll have to buy a handful to finish it, and then my shed will have swisstrax in it. I like it for my storage room because my storage room has some water problems where water comes in under the door when we get really, really heavy rain. And these elevate things enough that the water doesn't get the boxes all wet, and I don't have to worry about what I'm keeping on the floor. And it, you know, seeping up through the tiles, because this just gives you that 3/4 of an inch off of the floor. So that's really it. Very simple video today, replacing swisstrax. You want one of these paint can openers. It's the way to do it, I'm telling you. And they're like free. Just go buy a gallon of paint or ask for it next time you're at the hardware store, or I'm sure you could buy one for $1. Like, they're nice to have. But that's it. I mean, you guys just watched me replace 5 tiles, very easy. If I was buying another garage tomorrow, I would 100% do swisstrax again. I think that they're great, and I've had no issues with tire pickup, with buckling or anything like that. As long as you do the right gaps around the edges, you don't have any problems with any of that stuff. So thank you for watching, and hope you'll have a great day.